Do all poems rhyme? Poems ask us to pay attention, and many poems do rhyme, and many poems do have a lot of rhythm running through them. When we Google types of poems, we can just see so many different types of poems. But what we can discover is that not all poems rhyme. So there are some poems called free verse poems which have no rhymes in them. They have no rules. You write it as you feel it. There are poems called visual poems, or sometimes called concrete poems, which are in the shape of the thing that they're writing about. So not all poems rhyme, even though many poems use rhythm very strongly. Some poems can be funny and light-hearted and silly, and limericks are poems that can have a bit of fun, and they have quite a definite rhythm and quite a definite rhyme scheme. There was a young lady of Ryde whose shoestrings were seldom untied. She purchased some clogs and some small spotted dogs, and frequently walked about Ryde. Here's the rhyme scheme that limericks have. When you look at the first two lines, they rhyme, and then the following two lines rhyme, and then finally the last line rhymes with the first two lines. So that's the rhyme scheme for a limerick. But when you Google rhyme schemes, you're going to find so many different rhyme schemes that are used in poems, and rap artists who write rap songs are fantastic at rhyming, and they use a lot of really clever rhyme schemes as well. Here is Ellie and Kate's poem, A Memory of a Beautiful Picnic Day at Nunes. It doesn't have a specific rhyming scheme. What a beautiful day at Nunes. The barbecue won't be too soon. I see the birds meeting. I hear them cheerfully tweeting. Oh, look at the tall, luscious mountain, and underneath there is a fountain. I can smell yummy food, and there is the barbecue. Time to go to the creek. Wow, it looks very unique. We walk and talk, but wait. Look at the burnt trees that used to be great. We clean and clean. We stare at the red kangaroo stuck in between. Then the kangaroo yelps. We call some friends and the vets. They help us to get the kangaroo. Then the kangaroo slips carefully through. Hooray, hooray, and that's all I've got to say. Here's an example of free verse. My Crystal by Kobe. Tip of a knife size of my pinky, shiny like the sun, hard like a rock. 1,000,000 years old, but as good as new. In my pillow, giving me luck. Blue and rainbow, wavy at the bottom, crystal blue waves. And you can see that Kobe's asking us here to pay attention to a crystal that he loves. And you would have noticed in some earlier poems that they are divided into chunks, which are called verses or stanzas. But Kobe decided to write his poem in one long stanza. And it's at Red Room Poetry, which is a really good website to go to for adults poetry and also for children and teenagers. Here's the beginning of Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda. Now we will all count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment, without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness.